everyone for taking the time to join the workshop today. We are thrilled to have everyone here. My name is Jackie Mwini. I am the community manager here at Nairobi Garage. Karen, for those who may not be familiar with Nairobi Garage, allow me to just take you through a brief intro of who we are and what our DNA looks like. We pride ourselves in being the coolest, best innovation working space. We have managed to create a really brilliant co-working community. What we do is we offer flexible work spaces where you're able to get products that allow your businesses to grow. You get to connect with large networks within the space of similar-minded professions. Over and above that, what we offer is a virtual network of over 1,000 entrepreneurs and professionals. We're a home to over 150 growth-focused innovative businesses. And currently, we have 5 branches. We have Kilimani, one in Kilimani, Karen, of course, Spring Valley, Westlands, and our newest baby, which is in the CBD. We believe that co-working drives innovation because whenever people share a physical space, they're able to collaborate and create things that they wouldn't necessarily do on their own. So feel free to visit our website, get more information, get to interact with the different branches, get to know where the locations are. We have carefully put the different packages that you could adopt. They're packages that could work for either individuals or big businesses. There's something for everyone, and we would love to have you join this community. Well, they say that the sky is the limit, but what happens when you get to the sky? You start to fly. So usually the hardest part is you taking off. And today, what we want to do is tackle the 4 secrets of making your first 100K US dollars in revenue for your business. So are you looking for financial freedom? Are you looking for consistent income? Are you the person who wants to feel in control and actually be your own boss within your business? Well, you're the right person we want to speak to today. So again, I want to repeat, we were not tackling 100K in shillings, but in USD. So if you check where the dollar stands today, we're looking at 124 Kenya shillings. If you compare the dollar to the Kenya shillings, it's 124. So if you do the math, what we're looking at in totality is 12,490,000 Kenya shillings. I'll let that sink in for everyone. And today's workshop is going to be an exciting session. We have a wonderful speaker who will take us through this session. Her name is Aleska Costa. She's of the first 100K program. She's an experienced business coach and a former fitness boutique owner. And we call it fitness boutique because of the premium edge that she brings to the market. She has 10 years of experience working both in London and the UAE. She strongly believes that the female entrepreneurship is the key to gender equality. I think I will let her give us what drives her, what inspires her to even strongly believe that would make a difference. She will get to tell us her story of how she got to even being the mentor that she is. But it's key to mention that for her mission is to ensure that she offers mentorship support and making sure that this is available to every woman who is set out to start their own business, who don't necessarily even believe that they can attain that mark on their ledgers. So today, the main purpose for this workshop is to generally demystify the financial freedom by helping us break barriers, not just for women, but everyone who is able to create the financial independence and success for their business. So get your notepads ready. It's time to take notes. It's time to learn. We have the chat section. Feel free to interact. Let's make this engaging. So welcome, Alexa. I'll allow you to take the stage and probably do a better introduction. Maybe I didn't even do it justice.
Oh my God, I think you did a really good job. Like, I was really like, wow, she really knows her words. Hi, everybody. I'm Alexa. I'm super excited to be here today. It's going to be about an hour of workshopping here. So it's pretty interactive. It's not just me telling you the what, but I'm telling you the how. A lot of really, really actionable steps and tips that you'll be able to start implementing to your business as soon as you walk away from this workshop. And as we do the workshop together, I'm going to be going through a slideshow presentation. I'm going to be moving quite fast. There's some engagement, so I want to know from you, the comments below and stuff. And as I move through, I'm going to be introducing myself as well, where I come from. It's a whole presentation for you guys that I've worked on. I'm super excited to be here, so thank you very much. And I'm just going to crack on with no further ado. Let's get to the juicy bit. Let's go. Okay. So I'm going to be pulling my slides. This is me, but more importantly, today I am here to talk about how to bring revenues into your business. And if you're a startup entrepreneur, how to make that first $100,000 in your business and why you should do it. I coach mostly women, but I can see there's some guys on here. So just bear with the presentation, women and men who want to make their first $100,000 in their business as annual revenues. So if you feel like this is you, if it feels like you want to step up into that power, really start to bring consistent income to your business, comment below ready. If you feel you're that ambitious person, you want to build a profitable business with consistent income. So we want to get that income high and we want to bring consistent revenues to your company. And you want to feel in control of your sales, you want to feel control of your income, and you want to feel in control of your life. So the last one is if you want to live a satisfying, comfortable life, accomplish your dreams and goals, and have more fun doing what you do. Because at the end of the day, having consistent income makes everything easier, more comfortable, and you can have more fun when you make more money in your business. So at the end of the training, I'm going to be offering a follow-up with an incredible offer for those of you who stay all the way till the end. So stay tuned because I'm going to be talking about mentorship. So this is just an icebreaker. Love them or hate them. These are the Kardashians. They are businesswomen. They have incredibly successful businesses all over the world. They have taken like social media and really used it to build their companies. And which Kardashian are you? I identify with being a Kris Jenner. It's a little bit shallow, but it's just a little play game that we did. Which Kardashian do you think you are? So the first 100K in your business, you guys, is the hardest money you will ever make. Okay, so it is the hardest milestone to accomplish as a startup entrepreneur. But if you can hit this challenging milestone using the strategies that I'm offering in this course, in this workshop, everything changes in your life and in your business. And I'll tell you why. So it's my belief that every entrepreneur, woman, man, I know there's some guys here, starting a business should make $100,000, right? A financial year of 100K, right? To make that in the first 12 to 24 months in your business. We want to kickstart making high income in our business as fast as possible. And I'm going to explain you why. I think everyone, every woman, every man has the power to create what you want if you have the desire. So Oprah Winfrey says, you get in life what you have the courage to ask for. I think so many women and so many entrepreneurs hold themselves back from asking for big financial goals and big financial rewards in their businesses. And I'm going to explain the reasons why. So these are some stats out there. 72% of six-figure earners are men. And only 10% of female entrepreneurs will ever make it to $100,000 annual revenue, okay? 2% will make it to millions of dollars. So it's a very, very low percentage of women who are managing to use entrepreneurship to become high earners. So the question for me as a coach, as a mentor, as a feminist, as a woman who is fighting for a more equal world is like, why? Why is this happening to women? What are the setbacks? And so in this workshop, my goal is to open your eyes to a new possibility and show you exactly what you need to create in order to achieve this goal in your business as well. So I'm going to give you two different types of entrepreneurs. This is Julie, okay? So I'm just giving you the description of a typical startup entrepreneur. I call her the hard-working newbie. Okay. So she comes into business and she's willing to put the work. She's going to work her ass off, right? But at the end of the day, the reality of what it feels like to be a newbie in business is that things feel scattered and all over the place. It's like very like overwhelming to think about, what do I need to do in my business to get clients, right? She doesn't really know how much money she's earning, how much money her business is bringing in. It's kind of like she has this, I'll try my best and see what happens attitude. She undervalues herself in the beginning, right? So imposter syndrome, feelings of not being good enough. She gives discounts, gives away her time, her knowledge, her skills at really low fees or even for free, right? A little bit of an anti-money attitude, kind of, it's not really about the money for me. Like, I didn't start this business because I want to make money. Like, it's not about that. Like, to really like in denial about financial rewards, denial about wanting to make money in her business. And she feels a lot of shame around promoting her business, right? Online, offline. Her marketing is inconsistent. She struggles to really get out of this comfort zone. She struggles to sell. She struggles to market her own business. And so she enters a cycle of self-sabotage where she procrastinates, she changes her mind, she lacks focus, and she's just all over the place. And this gets her into this cycle of sabotaging, of starting something, stopping something, losing motivation, being inconsistent in her business. And what that creates is this inconsistent low income. Turn it to the other side of like, what could it be different? There's other people in business. This is like the change that I want you to see, is that there's this girl called Chris, and she's in it for the money. She knows she's worthy of success and to being financially rewarded for her work. So clients and money feel in her power, and she's goal oriented. She has sales targets, and she's very, very strategic, right? She has clear money goals. She knows her finances at the top of her head. She knows the costs of her business. She knows her projections. She knows her monthly income. She really is every month growing and growing. She's confident about her worthiness and her pricing. She prices herself high in the market, and she knows the marketing necessary to create those sales. She loves money. She wants to be successful, and she's not ashamed of telling people that she actually wants to be successful, and she claims that. She owns that part of herself. And she has mastered marketing. Okay, so she wants to step out of her comfort zone. She's like, the internet is here and it's amazing, and I'm not going to be ashamed of it. I'm going to use it. I'm going to master it, and I'm going to learn how to create opportunities for myself online. And so she follows through. She has a clear game plan to get clients. She has a clear pricing strategy, and she goes all the way to the end, no matter how hard it feels. So I want to offer you that from the get-go, you can be a six-figure visionary in your business, 7 figures and beyond. You do not have to start in this place of feeling like you're so new that you don't know. It's not about the money. We can become visionaries from the get-go, and this is what I want to coach you on today. So I'm Alexa. I consider myself a business feminist because I teach business using feminist theory to support my clients to getting what they want in their lives. So I'm a self-taught entrepreneur. I've mostly failed my way until where I am now. And these are the failures that I'm going to be teaching you here so that you don't have to spend 10 years of your life throwing spaghetti at the wall, wasting your time and wasting your money and your energy on the wrong strategies. You can start to monetize your business fast, because the faster you can get to these business goals, the faster you can get to 100K, the more your whole life changes and everything changes for you as an entrepreneur. So let me just show you a little bit of my story, that this was my rock bottom in my entrepreneurial life in 2017. Okay, so I had worked myself I had undervalued myself. I had overworked to a point of complete burnout as an entrepreneur. Okay. So just so you know, statistically, by year 2, year 3 in businesses, 75% of businesses are closing down. And they're closing down because of this, right? Because without getting paid for your work, you will end up burnt out and exhausted, and you will end up quitting on your business, unmotivated to work, or simply like done. I was done at this point. The problem was I had put 3 years, like hundreds and thousands of dollars towards building this fitness empire at the time. I was very ambitious, I've always been, but I didn't know the right strategy. So what happened is I worked my bum out, And I was met with burnout and financial chaos. So in 2018, I had to put one of my companies, I was running two companies at the time, through insolvency because the pressure and the financial pressures and everything, the burden was just too much. It was either that or my mental health. And so I picked my mental health and I took the edge off by closing down a business. Now, I had $50,000 in debt with the bank and I had $500 in my bank account at this point. And I had burnout. So I had very little energy and very little confidence to build myself up back together again and start over because I needed to start over. But way worse than that was my self-esteem and how I felt about myself and my ability to run a successful business. So I vividly remember the thoughts. These were the thoughts. You're a failure. You failed everyone, and go get a job, you loser. Literally, like I can't explain like how much this hurt, but I was like, the evidence that I had against me that I was incompetent, stupid, and just really bad at business was really, really high. And I was in a really negative place with myself. So my hope is that no one starting a business should go through the chaos that I went through, because you don't need to do that. Today, there's so many more resources than 10 years ago. And it's become my mission, personal mission, to not let this happen to any more people. Okay. So coaching and mentoring saved me from chaos, mayhem, and debt and all of the things. And I just started to look for self-help. I was like, I need to help myself, because I was also really ashamed to tell anybody about my situation. I was like smiling, pretending I was fine. And deep inside, I was like, oh my God, I'm in a mess. Where are the grown-ups? Somebody like mom, dad, like come help me. I was really disempowered. Anyways, I started to listen to self-help podcasts at the time. And this woman, she was a life coach. She was kind of like, ladies, you should make $100,000 in your business. And, I was already making that level of income, but it never felt like that because my profits were really, really low. Anyways, I'll get into more of that in a second. But she was like, you can make 100K because you can just put your mind to it and you can create anything you want in your life. And I was like, huh. And I just decided to believe her. I decided to believe her because I actually needed to make the money. Like there was no escape out of the financial mayhem I had caused for myself and my business. So I was like, okay, fine. This is my goal now. And I was just like, you know what? I'm tired of working hard and really earning little money. I'm tired. I don't want this anymore for me. I'm not doing business unless it's going to be rewarding financially for me, because 3 years was enough. And so I stopped tolerating low pay. I stopped tolerating like financial disempowerment and debt. And I decided that like earning little was no longer an option because it was limiting my choices. It was limiting my freedom and the peace of mind and ultimately the quality of my life. You saw that photo. I did not look very well. And I thought about my single mom and how she had raised me and how she had fought for me and all the years of fighting that she had put to give me the life that she had. And I told myself like, this is not the last chapter in my book. I have 50 good years left in me. I'm going to go figure out how to make money and how to get out of this situation. And so the message of the 100K was coming to me through this woman on this podcast. And I was like, well, then I'm just going to make it my goal. So the first 100K method was born then and there when it was like my digging myself out of my grave and back to life. So it's a business methodology of like hundreds of courses, thousands of podcast episodes, millions of failures later that I now created my own methodology that took me from insolvency in 2018 to multiple 100K years in less than 2 years, really. When I understood the business, I was able to take control and power back, and everything changed. It's a process I used when I decided that I didn't want my life to be defined by that moment. I was like, I am not throwing in the towel, you guys. This is not it for me. And I had very little energy left in me. I was postpartum like 6 months as well. I had a very young child at the time, and everything felt really, really difficult. And so I've used this methodology now with dozens of clients to help them start from zero or take them from wherever place they are in their businesses and start to learn how to sign clients consistently to their first 100K, okay? And I'm talking US dollars, you guys. So this allowed me to kind of ditch that cycle of under-earning and overworking for good. And I've made 100K and beyond and multiple six figures beyond, but it's not about me. So here is what I wanna be teaching you, you guys, is how to go from this newbie, under-earner, overworker to a visionary of 100K and beyond in your business. So there are only 4 simple things you need. It's really simple to make the first $100,000 year in your business. Okay. And no, this isn't some law of attraction. We're not going to journal a year and manifest on a retreat on a mountain or something, right? This is business, you guys. We're going to roll up our sleeves and we're going to go to work because these are proven systems. This is marketing, business, and mindset in one workshop. So I'm going to be giving this all the way to you guys. So let's start. Let's break it all down together. Okay. So I'm going to start pointing out the 3 most common mistakes that I have committed, that my clients commit, and that entrepreneurs commit when they are starting their businesses. When I say mistakes, it's not to shame or blame or point fingers at everybody. It's just if we can see what we are doing wrong, we are able to change and re-strategize our businesses to start doing the right things and save us time and save us energy. Okay, accelerate our growth. So the mistake number 1 is no financial growth and strategies and starting your business by pricing yourself low. It's exactly what I did. It leads to catastrophe. Let me tell you why. The reason we come from this place many times is, again, that mindset of like, it's not about the money, you guys. I'm not doing business for the money. I'm doing it for the passion, for the impact, and all those kind of things. And so money will come to me if I put energy and hard work into this. Things will come to me. Clients don't come to you. Money doesn't come to you. You gotta go create it. So throughout my coaching career, I've helped hundreds of women. I've sat down on over 200 to 300 sales conversations. I've spoken to women of all backgrounds, from all cultures, from all over the world, from different countries. And here's the thing, 99% of the time when I ask them, like, okay, so what are your money goals? How much money do you want to make in your business this year? 99% of people tell me, well, I don't think about money goals. Like, I haven't really thought about that. And I ask, like, how much money do you want to make? I don't think about business this way. It's not really about the money. I have no idea. Isn't this crazy that people are starting businesses without planning to make money and generate income for themselves? This is the reality. For women, entrepreneurship, money, creative freedom, self-expression, Instagram, right? Videos, self-promotion is very, very new to us. For most of our history, we were in the background. We were not daring to take out space, to express our opinions, to study, to vote, to get a divorce, or to earn money. Okay, so put it into perspective. Until 1870, women who held property of any kind were required to give up all their rights to their property to their husbands upon marriage, you guys. Okay, this is the UK. I'm taking UK, whatever, you know, like every country is different, but it shows where we started and where we're going, right? And so that included any money they had inherited or any money that they had made. They would make the money and give it away. Okay, so this is crazy. Also, it wasn't until 1975 that women were first allowed a bank account in the UK without the signature of their father or their husband, let alone take out debt, let alone take out a loan, let alone have a credit card to their names. This is much later in history. My mom was born in the 50s. So this is happening when my mom is about 25 years old. Until then, she couldn't even have a bank account. Insane. So Alexa, whatever, the past is in the past. Things have changed. Things might have changed on the outside. Okay, the laws might have changed, but the inside, right? What women feel inside, right? The memory of the trauma of the oppressive systems, it persists for many generations. We inherit trauma up to 14 generations. So this has been studied in epigenetics. It's very fascinating, the research of what trauma can do to a human. And again, different layers of trauma depending where you're from, what country you're from, right? So this is just a very general idea. So in order to build a successful business and build wealth and security as women for ourselves, we must believe we deserve to be paid, that we are worthy of success, and that we have the capacity to earn money and grow our money, to not only build 100K years, but to save $100,000, right? To build financial security, to take care of ourselves in the future. And so without financial strategies, what we end up doing is undercharging, pricing ourselves low, and burning out, which was exactly what I did. And there's only so long you can go without making money in your business. By year 2 and year 3, you will be quitting. You'll be like, I'm gonna go get a job, I'm gonna go stay at home. So why do we undercharge? What is happening in the psyche of the woman? This is all mindset work. It's all internalized belief systems that we've developed, which causes a woman to start her business lowballing herself, which I call seeing herself as inferior to other people in her industry and comparing herself to being like, oh, look at those big guys, look at me. I am a newbie. I'm not experienced enough. I'm not ready enough, right? So I'm not ready to take on big clients. I'm not ready to charge more. I need to work my way up to the top, like in 10 years, right? So what does this create in your business? This is what we call imposter syndrome. And one very sneaky thought, one sneaky belief is like, I'm missing something. There's something missing in me, right? Typical. I have even my clients who are making 100K and beyond. They're like, I feel like there's something missing. I'm missing something. We're always kind of chasing like this better version of ourselves. We stay in what I call passive action, which means we end up consuming a lot of courses, a lot of content. We get more certifications, and we're trying to kind of like fill in this void of feeling that we're not good enough. So we price ourselves low, that I already told, and we work our way up to the top. And we go into what I call low visibility, not being seen, not getting our business in front of the right people. And this is exhausting, you guys. This is what I did for so long. Women have a very high tolerance for low pay or no pay at all. What we call invisible labor. Myself, you, everyone, women take charge of doing all of this invisible work in the world and not getting paid. So maybe if we're getting paid just a little bit, I should be happy with that. I should be grateful. This is how we've been socialized, right? So undercharging and lowballing is a condition of low self-esteem. So when I wanted to empower women, I was like, what is the way that I can empower women? Is by teaching them how to make more money, is by teaching them to ask for the business, which is what I'm here to do today. Because success, self-esteem, power, prosperity, they're all really related to each other. And low self-esteem makes it difficult to reach the next level in your business. So to even consider 100K for yourself, you need to have a conversation with yourself. And you need to remind yourself that you are good enough and you are worthy right now, not in 10 years from now, not after you've taken 300 courses, not after you've proven yourself, but you are ready today. Because we have the potential to unlock incredible financial success. Incredible. Like there are women doing crazy, insane things in the world, but only when we're armed with the right money mindset and the right business coaching, the mentoring, the support. Because a powerful money mindset allows you to set financial goals and change the narrative in your business. This is all I need you to know. So when you start taking control of your money in your business, you start taking control of your life. When I put my company through insolvency and a woman told me I can make $100,000 if I put my mind to it, I decided to believe it. Because someone else had done it, I was like, maybe I can do it too. And the next day after I put my company through insolvency, I started to rebuild my business again from zero. The day after, because I was like, I could enter this pity party with myself and allow myself to drown in failure, or I could just believe that I was worthy of this big goal. And so what I want, the shift I want you to have is like, I'll make money someday. I'm not really thinking about it right now. Let's see how it goes. When I'm ready, you're never going to be ready. Ready is now. Ready is in this instant, in this moment when you just decide. So what if how much money you make in your business isn't random? It isn't luck or out of your control, right? What if there's no someday, there's no tomorrow, right? This is it today. This is the day to start turning the vague desire that you have for success into a commitment to your success. This is the day to lay solid foundations for your business, okay? So let's do a little affirmation, a little bit of woo, right? Why not? I want you to take your journal right now and write these two affirmations. It's time to make more money. And it's time to make my first 100K. If you have a higher goal than that, you guys go for it. It's time to make $1 million, $300,000, $500,000, whatever your goal is, put it on paper. Things are going to manifest when you commit to it. So mistake number 2 is that you don't have a winning offer. I'm going to tell you, we're going to dive deeply into the work, but what is an offer, right? An offer is the goods and services that you agree to give in exchange for money, simply put. Now, where do we go wrong? Here. This is what we all do when we're launching our businesses, and it's what I did. I throw my net out into the water and I'm like, I'm gonna see what happens. I'm going to catch whatever comes my way at whatever pricing point with several ranges, really low pricing, maybe push the price a little higher. I'm going to give everybody a lot of options. I'm going to be really broad. I'm going to be really open. When I ask people, who are you targeting? Who is your client? What is your pricing point? They're kind of like, I'm not sure. Like, I don't know, like anything, anyone, right? So we're trying our luck. We're basing business success on luck, whatever fish we can catch. So you can't have predictable and consistent income if you have a very broad, non-specific, throwing the net anywhere. I promise you it's not possible, because what do you know is happening? It's coming from too many places, right? So this is what happens to your customer when they see you like that as a company. It creates confusion and overwhelm for your buyers, okay? And people will always go for the cheaper things when you have too much stuff on sale or like available for people to buy. And so when we overwhelm our ideal clients, if someone lands on your page or your website or your Instagram and they're just like, whoa, guys, there's so much choice, I don't even know what I want to buy anymore. So they exit. No one has the mental capacity to make these types of decisions. And so here's what we need to be doing instead. We need to get specific. We need to get very specific right from the beginning, which is called niching down your offer, right? And I'm going to be teaching you how to do this in the second part of this workshop. So I'm not just going to be telling you what to do. I'm going to tell you how to do it. Okay, so we want to be fishing big fish, very laser focused and very, very targeted right from the beginning. Okay, so this is one sentence that I want you to memorize in your business. Broad equals broke, which equals burnout, and specific. If you get specific about your offer and you have a winning offer, you will sell and you will build your confidence. And this is where I want to get you to by the end of this workshop. Okay? Mistake number 3, I don't want to be salesy. I don't want to be pushy. I don't want, and you have a challenging relationship with promoting your business and promoting yourself and marketing. And you certainly don't want to come across as desperate. How many people I have met that hold themselves back from success because they're like, well, you know, if I sell a lot, I'm really pushy. I'm going to be like, people are going to think I'm desperate, right? So this is the typical scenario. When we don't like selling, it's because we think selling is about ourselves. It's like, oh my God, I hate the part where I have to sell. I hate doing this. This is agonizing. It makes my skin burn. I don't want to do this. So we avoid the sale. Versus understanding that selling is about taking people closer to something that they are already looking for. Selling is about helping people get what they want. It's not about convincing. It's not about manipulating. It's not about sleaziness and chasing people who are not really in the market for what you want. I'm going to be teaching you how to do this today. So overcoming your fear of selling is a huge thing for entrepreneurs, especially for women. But we want to take away the ego. We want to take away the shame by building a business that is committed to helping human beings get what they want. Okay? Solving human problems. So posting on social media is one thing. I promise you, go post. Go put 150 posts on, right? But if you're not selling, you are not going to convert sales. Full stop. I've tested this many times. I could post, I could tell stories, but if I'm not selling my product, I'm not going to make money. And so we need to learn how to sell. Okay? So most women entrepreneurs sabotage their success because they don't promote and market their businesses enough. And when everyone knows, we know that the key to success is to being visible. So why are women so afraid of self-promotion? I studied this. I went down and found the research from like Johns Hopkins University. I'm such a geek about these things. And I'm like, self-promotion is a huge fear for women. And this is one of the big reasons why we're in the 10% of six-figure earners, okay? Whether it's in the workforce or whether it's in our businesses. We hold ourselves back because self-promotion elicits backlash effects, social and economic penalties for counter stereotypic behavior. We are not supposed to promote ourselves. We are supposed to be quiet at the back, silent, and holding space for everyone else to be on the stage and making money. So your body is having a trauma response, right? Because women who self-promote are less liked. So stop. It's been studied. I don't even want to get into this because it's all true. I didn't invent this. Because failure to promote your business will result in failure to build meaningful wealth. Failure to self-promote in the workplace as well, if you have a job, will result in failure to build meaningful wealth. Okay, so building your business to new heights, knowing your worth, and building wealth will activate what we call trauma responses, which means your body will go into fight, flight, or freeze mode. Okay, it will feel very uncomfortable. It creates anxiety. Okay, it requires telling the world, hey, I matter, my dreams matter, and I'm worthy of all of the things I want. It's a big step for women to do that. And so the only thing between you, 100K, $1 million, or whatever, are your beliefs and attitudes towards money and your self-worth. Literally, that's it. So deciding to be a high earner will require you to get uncomfortable and sell and self-promote a lot. So you're going to be feeling like this 99% of the time. Like, I think we have this misconception that successful people are confident and that they don't feel these negative things, and that when I feel them, I'm flawed. There's something wrong with me. I need to be fixed. But I'm going to tell you right now, this is how I feel all day. I feel like this before I get into this call, but I don't use this as a reason not to go after the things I want. I am willing to step out of my comfort zone and get really uncomfortable to go after my big dreams and my big aspirations. So the question is, are you ready for the challenge? You watching this, are you ready for this? And do you believe you, right now, before I get into all the training and the specifics, do you believe you can make $100,000 as an entrepreneur? Right? Are we ready for this challenge? Are you willing to get uncomfortable, right? To feel like your skin is boiling like all of the time, to get down and dirty, to roll up your sleeves and do some work. Because I don't sell a get rich quick program. I don't sell that in my coaching. This is hard work. Okay. Okay. So here's the first 100K method, which really comprises of 4 main things. And we're going to break it all down right now. So part 1 is I need you to get aligned with your money mindset and financial strategizing, which I call the maths. We're going to start doing some maths right from the get-go. You're going to have to develop a winning offer, and I'm going to teach you how to do this. And then you're going to have to get really good at marketing and showing your expertise online. And then you're going to have to get really good at converting and selling. So you are developing insane business skills as you build your business. Okay, here we go. What is money mindset and maths? So $100,000 is $8,000 per month, $25,000 per quarter. Okay, so we just need to put into perspective that this big number is just actually very simple maths. Okay, so business, this is what my coach tells me, is just a maths problem. It's just numbers. And then all the rest is drama, is our brains, our limiting beliefs, and our thoughts getting into and blocking us from taking action. So just to show you and put you into this into like even more perspective. So when I told my coach, I'm like, I want to make $100,000. He's like, okay, it's 100 clients that will pay you $1,000. Okay. Or it's 200 clients, 200 sales, whatever you want to put it into, sales of products or clients that will pay you $500. Okay. Which is 17 sales a month. Or it's 40 clients who are going to pay you $2,500. And that's 3 clients per month you're going to have to start working with. Okay. So the moment you do this type of maths, it starts to put your brain, it starts to activate the logical side of your brain. It takes away all of the emotion and the drama away from the numbers that feel so overwhelming and so big, and it starts to really put you into what I call a strategy. So what I want you to do right now, if you have a business already, is like, if you just stayed in the same pricing point that you're at, I want you to do this maths. I want you to divide $100,000 by your pricing. And that will tell you exactly how many clients you need to work with in a year, how many sales you need to make in a year. Okay. And I just want you to hold on to that number so that we can know that actually it's just maths and all the rest is drama. So when you do the simple maths, and we keep it simple maths, what you don't want to do is be charging like 17.985. Like, keep the numbers round, do $20. Like, make the math super, super simple. Do these like divided by like numbers in the 5 times table and the 10 times table. Honestly, like, keep the numbers really, really easy for yourself. So let's talk about pricing models. What everyone does when they're launching a business is, like I said, they price themselves low. okay? And they think I'm going to work my pricing up, right? So what you have to do, if you throw your pricing, you can notice in the model that the lower you price yourself, the more clients you have to work. So this pyramid illustrates this perfectly. If you take your price down to the bottom of the pyramid, you have to work with lots of people. The smiley faces represent the number of clients you're going to have to work with. As you drop your prices down, you have to increase the number of sales you make. Okay? Versus what I teach is that we need to price ourselves as high as possible in our market. I call this high ticket pricing. Okay? So we want to work with less clients at a higher ticket. I'll teach you how to sell high ticket pricing, because everyone thinks no one has money, no one's going to pay. What we do is we check out what everyone is pricing themselves at, and then we price ourselves just lower than that, and we think that that's the correct strategy. But this is what I did in my Pilates and my fitness business. I was like, everyone's selling it for $100, so I'm just going to go sell it for like 75, right? But what this creates is a problem in your business. You start to attract people that are really price focused, that are just looking to the next sale, and you get all these customers in. But the cost to deliver to these customers is really, really high, because you're either going to have to deliver it yourself and burn yourself out, which is what I did, or you're going to have to start hiring people from the beginning of the business, which is a really bad idea. You want to keep your business very, very lean in the beginning. The best way to do that is to sell high ticket offers, which is right here. Exclusive offers, limited number of clients, really high value, done for you work. Okay, we want to position yourself as a premium brand, independent of what you do. There are people who sell umbrellas for $5, and there's people who sell umbrellas for $350. Like, we know that we can sell anything at any price. So why are we pricing ourselves low? So if we price ourselves too low, we'll burn out 100%, right? There'll be little profit margins. There'll be a lot of costs to run it, and you're going to end up having to borrow money and get yourself into debt to fulfill to those clients. We have so many limiting beliefs around charging high ticket, but years of study has shown that people love buying expensive things. It's hilarious. People perceive things that are expensive to be better. So why are we pricing ourselves low? So this is so interesting. This table just really outlines what I mean. There is only tragedy to happen in your business by decreasing your prices. When you decrease your prices, you decrease the emotional investment of your clients. You decrease the perceived value of your business. You decrease the results your clients get because they don't believe it's valuable. And you increase the demandingness. So you start to attract these really, really picky clients. And you also decrease the revenue per customer, which decreases your profitability. For your business, you decrease your profit. You decrease your perception of your value and your worth, because now you're not getting paid enough money. You decrease the perception of the results that you can create with your business and the impact of your business. You decrease the quality of the services you deliver, and you decrease your staff and your sales team conviction in you. It's a terrible idea. So the benefits of increasing our prices is that, most importantly, is that you increase the perceived value of yourself, which is really important to really value yourself as an entrepreneur and value your business as a service or product provider. You increase your profits when you increase your price. Profits are like the most amazing thing I've ever created in my business to keep my business lean and profitable. You increase the amount of revenues each customer brings when they buy. You decrease the demandingness. So you'll notice that high ticket clients are much more fun to work with, less picky, less demanding, and way more trusting of you. You increase their results because now they're very invested in working with you because they've paid a lot of money to work with you. So it's just a beautiful thing. And so the question you might be asking yourself, so how do I get people to pay me a lot for what I do? Because I know I'm worthy, but people don't have money. You need a winning offer. This is the foundation of your business. There's no point marketing to people, okay? There's no point trying to sell something without creating a really valuable offer. So how do I get people to pay me a lot of money for what I do? I have to get specific. Okay, so now get your journal out, get your whatever you're writing on out, because we're going to do a workshop on this. So the most important thing is to stop selling everything to everyone at all these discounted random prices. We are going to build a business following the rule of one. What does the rule of one mean? We're going to be working with one ideal client, solving one problem. We're going to have a very branded methodology of how we solve that problem. Products and services that solve problems are much more valuable and therefore can charge more money. And you're going to focus on one transformation, so one result. You're going to pick one platform to build your brand on, whichever platform that is, and you're going to do that for 1 year. Okay, that's how you make $100,000 in your business. So what does it mean, one problem and one transformation and one ideal client? Knowing who your ideal client is critical for your success. Critical. So what do I mean by like one ideal client? So for example, let's take a business like, well, let's say my business coaching mentorship. I target women, right, who are starting their businesses. So I'm not targeting women who already have businesses or already making multiple six figures. And the transformation is I help you make the first $100,000 in your business. I don't do anything else. That is my thing. Okay. You want to be very clear on your ideal client. Are you targeting mothers? Are you targeting entrepreneurs? Are you targeting whatever? I mean, there's so many audiences. Are you targeting married women? Are you targeting, so who is this one character in your story? Because the rule of one is what gets your business going. So we want to help you narrow down your I help sentence, because remember that businesses that solve problems are perceived to be more valuable. So what we want to find is like, what is the problem that my ideal client is struggling with? So I help female entrepreneurs make their first 100K. So the identity of my ideal client is like, I don't help moms, I don't help dads, I don't help all of these different people. I just help female entrepreneurs make the first $100,000. So you want to really find out who is your ideal client. This is like one of the biggest obstacles, because getting and nailing down this niche and nailing down this ideal client takes a lot of concentration and effort. So one of the questions I like to ask you is like, okay, I don't know who this ideal client is. Study your best clients. Study people who have already paid you money, who have the best results, who love your business, who are your favorite clients, the best ones who pay you, who love you, who want to work with you. And what we want to do is replicate more of those people. The apple does not fall far from the tree. We already have the answers right in front of us. So even within my business coaching, I study my best clients, the ones who get the best results. And when I think about my business, I create my business thinking about them and them only. Do I get other people, random people into my business? Yes. I get random clients, but I focus my business on building around one ideal client. And so when you tell people that you can help them solve their problems, they're wondering like, why are you better? How can you do this? And so you need to have a process. You need to have a methodology of how you can help your clients get results. And you need to develop that one specific methodology. Mine is the first 100K program. That is my methodology. That is my method, the first 100K method, right? I don't sell anything else. I only sell this. And that's why I can sell so easily. Because, and the last thing is that we stop selling commodities and we start selling transformations. This is so important. I'm going to tell you exactly what a commodity is in business. This is what I did in my Pilates studio. 1 hour of Pilates is $20. Oh, okay. 1 hour of Pilates in this studio is $20. In that studio, it's $17. So I'm going to go buy Pilates in the $17 one. Do you understand? Commodities are oranges. Oranges are commodities. I'm going to look at the orange. I'm going to look at the orange. They're exactly the same. Which one is the cheapest one? I'm going to buy the cheapest one. So we don't want to sell hourly rates. We don't want to trade time for money. You're going to, there's only so much money you can earn if you do that. What we want to do is sell a transformation. So people don't want to buy a gym membership. Honestly, people don't want to go to the gym. No one likes going to the gym. People want to lose weight. So instead of selling them a $99 gym membership, sell them a 12-week weight loss package. Sell them the result that they are looking for. Why are they coming to the gym? Most people want to be healthy and lose weight and look sexy. They don't want to pay $99. If you sell it for $99 a gym membership, you're going to enter the commodity market. Everyone's going to be comparing which is the cheapest gym in town. I'm going to go to that one. Okay? People don't want couples therapy. Honestly, no one, I'm like, I can't wait to go to therapy today. They don't want to go for an hour of therapy. They want to save their marriage, right? So you sell them the results. I help you save your marriage in 90 days. This is how we need to start getting our minds into. Now, you might be thinking, okay, but this doesn't work for every single business. So I'm going to give you an example of one of the best and most profitable offers that was ever created in the history of mankind, which was created by, is it Domino's or Papa John's? It's like one of those pizza delivery companies in the US. You have these pizza companies that make cheap pizza, right? So what's the difference between Domino's pizza, Papa John's pizza, whatever? Like, what are the other pizzas? Pizza Hut, right? What is the difference? They literally all do the same thing. So if everyone's just looking at the pizza, it's like, oh, this pizza is $99. I'm going to go for the $99 one, right? But how did this one pizza company win the market? Their offer was like, your pizza delivered to you in 30 minutes, or you get the pizza for free. That is how you differentiate yourself in a commodity-based market. So everyone's like, great, I'm going to order the pizza. If it doesn't get to me in 30 minutes, my pizza is free. And they honored that. And they won the market because they had a winning offer in a commodity-based market. So you need to start creating your winning offer. What is going to set you apart from everybody else and decommoditize your business? To put this into perspective, this is what I want you to know. Like I said, the Kardashians are geniuses in business, okay? You might hate them, they might be all the things, but that they have won an enormous multi-billion-dollar market, it is to admire, to see in women in the world. Okay, so Kourtney Kardashian launched her supplement brand a few months ago. And supplements are commodities, guys. Anyone can package magnesium, anyone can package vitamin C, anyone can package all of these herbs. They're available to every single person on this planet who wants to start a business around supplements. But what she did, which is so clever, is she's not selling the commodity, she's selling the results. So as you can see, the bottle is called Let Me Chill, which is de-stress gummies. And right, really small, she's putting the name of the whatever supplement that she actually uses, but it's not about that. She's selling the result on the bottle. And that's why I know this business will be super successful, because I'm going to say, let me chill. I'm stressed. I need to chill. The perfect product for me. It's for me. I know it's there. The result is written on the bottle. This is really important. So who do you help? What problem is your business solving? Pick the niche with most pain and most problem. Okay, and pick the niche that has the most money. There's no point selling to a niche that doesn't have money. So if I was trying to sell career coaching to students who have never had a job, right, and have recently graduated, it's a much more difficult niche to sell to than if I sell to people who want to switch their careers and who are already employed. Because people who are already employed have money to invest in themselves. Students don't. So I'm just giving you an idea of perspective. When you pick your niche, when you pick your market, you need to know that how much you can charge will be based on where they are in their journey. And so understand that if you can always pick the niche to get your business started off the ground that has the money to invest and wants to spend, it will be much easier to sell. Okay? So stop selling everything to everyone at random prices. Sell transformations to a very specific ideal client at one pricing point, whether you have a product and a service. This is one of my clients, Gemma. She was a business coach for everybody, and she was okay. Business was doing 5K months, 3K months, 4K months. She was getting into that momentum. But I asked her a fundamental question. Who is your best client, and how can we replicate more of that best client? So we studied one of her favorite clients who had the most results with her, okay? And she decided to become a business coach for network marketers in social selling, that's called. Within 6 months, she made like ridiculous levels of income by narrowing down her niche. She went from $0 to $100,000 and fully booked in 13 months. And the really big blow up came when we stopped being general business coaching and we were only business coaches for network marketer. Like, I think she's going to make $500,000 in the next few years. Like, it's insane, the potential of niching down. Sasha's one of my clients. She's a love coach. She helps people find true love. She did the same thing. She built a signature methodology. She went high on her pricing and she made $30,000 in 2 months in the summer when she got very, very clear on her niche. Okay, expert marketing. Why do we need to niche down? Why is it so important? Because people pay high ticket for expertise. People want to pay to the people that they know are the best in what they do. Okay? Any fool can sell a product at a discount, you guys. It takes great marketing to sell the same thing as at a premium price. So when you're discounting prices and lowballing prices is just the easy way out. And it's a one-way road to destruction in your business. What we need to do is get really good at marketing, right? I studied marketing. Like I was like, oh my God, I read all the books, I took all the courses, and I'm like, I need to figure this out so I can build my business again. So there's only two main goals of marketing. Adding value. You need to get really familiar with the word value, and building connection, right? Because that quality of marketing attracts the dream clients to your business. It's like a magnet. The problem with marketing is that we get caught up with vanity metrics. It's a huge problem when we're starting. What are vanity metrics? This. Content to get likes and content that gets sales. They're two different types of content. When I post about my kids, about my puppies, about my holidays, I get a ton of likes. It becomes super popular on the internet. We are attracted to likes. It stimulates a part of your brain. It like releases dopamine. It's fascinating. There's neuroscience behind a very, very addictive relationship with social media. And when we get a lot of likes, we get like, oh, so good. Okay, so my holiday content gets a lot of likes, but do I make any money from that? No, I do not. Okay, so the niche expert type of value-based marketing gets less likes and views, but it's where you make the most money. And so when we are attached to these hearts, likes, and the dopamine hit, and we're chasing dopamine because we're designed to chase dopamine, we miss out on making money in our businesses. So I know many clients who have hundreds and thousands of followers on Instagram and do not make a single penny from their content. We need to do this. You do not need a TikTok account to go viral. A lot of people are like, how do I go viral on TikTok? As entrepreneurs, we do not need to go viral on TikTok. That is not the goal. Our goal is to sell, to find the right people and sell to them with a very, very specific type of content, right? Most of my clients make 100K with like 400 followers on Instagram, 100 followers on, like 1,000 followers on LinkedIn, okay? So what's the point of being popular if you're not profitable? I do not care about my likes. I do not care about any of that. I just care about speaking to my ideal client through my content. So what is high value expert marketing? It's content that helps your ideal client feel better and get results without paying you any money. Okay, and this type of content positions you as an expert. You become the go-to person in your market. You become the go-to person in your industry, in whatever product or service you have. Okay, so expert magnetism, it's showing up as an expert from day one. I'm going to teach you how to do this type of content in a second, so prepare. We're coming up with the workshopping on how to create content based around expertise. It's a magnet. People start to come to you. It's fascinating. So this is how we do it. This is like, content can feel really overwhelming, but if you just do this for a year, you're going to be rich. I promise you. Okay. So the one thing messaging method that I kind of created and found on the internet and then made it my own, whatever. I didn't create this wheel. I found it on YouTube. But anyways, this is how it works. And this is what we're going to workshop on right now. At the center of the wheel, we have your core topic. Middle of your business. It's what everything in your brand is about. Okay? And the question to find out what is your core topic, the question you want to answer to yourself is like, what do I want to be known for? So when other people are talking about your business, what are they talking about you? Is it specific? What do I want to be known for? What is your mission? What is your core? It's at the center of everything you do. I want to be known for as a coach that helps people make their first $100,000 in sales. That's all I want to do. I'm not interested in the rest. I follow up with, once I hit that goal with clients, I continue to work with them. We just double the goal and go for 200K. The same method. If you make 100,000, 200, 500, a million is exactly the same process. Okay. So what do you want to be known for? Don't let I don't know be an answer. It's just not an answer. Just get to the core of what you want to be known for, because that is going to be the focus of your content. Then you're going to have 6 layers, 6 topics, only 6, not 10, not 5, not 4, not 2, not 100, 6 topics. And the question you want to ask yourself is like, what are the 6 topics that support my core topic? So if I want to teach women how to make the first $100,000 in business, I need to teach them 6 main things. I need to teach them money mindset. I need to teach them how to build a winning offer. I need to teach them how to price themselves. I need to teach them how to do marketing that sells and converts, right? So I have these 6 topics. Those are my 6 topics, and I do not deviate from this. Because now, if I do this consistently for 12 months, remember the rule of 1, we're doing it for 1 year, consistently, all around these topics, revolving around one core message, I will create consistent sales. So that is the key. So out of these 6 topics, what are the questions people have about these topics? So what are the questions that people have about money mindset? What are the questions people have about marketing and getting clients online? What are the questions people have? Probably my clients are like, but how do I get clients? That's a question my ideal client has. How do I bring consistent income? How do I sell? How do I put my prices up? How do I close sales? These are all the questions that my ideal client has. And so I want to literally write all of the questions. And a really good way to do this, if you don't know, is to go and search the keywords on Google. Because if you start to type like how to make $100,000 in my business, you're going to see that there's already people Googling these things. Content is not really like, it doesn't have to be that innovative. Like, we do not need to be creative about our content as entrepreneurs, because we are not content creators. Content creators are like YouTubers that make money based off content. They actually need likes and views, but entrepreneurs don't need to do that. We need to sell. So if you can work on this wheel and come up with like 10 questions for each layer topic, that's all you need to do, and repeat the content over and over again. High ticket clients, people who pay you a lot of money, are attracted to confidence and expertise. So if they come onto your page and you're charging $5,000 for whatever, and they have seen dog photos and yoga photos and like holiday photos, they're going to be like, I'm going to pay $5,000 to this woman? No. Right? We need our brand to show that we are the experts. And that content wheel is what's going to help you get there. So when you show up like that and you make offers, you sell. This is Cecilia. She had worked in corporation for 15 years. She's very, very, very high up. And she always told me, I can never be an entrepreneur because I can never match the salary that I'm earning as a MD, whatever, in a private equity firm. Here's the message she sent to me. This month, I doubled my private equity salary. I'm working less and I love my life. Okay, so because she focused on the system that I'm teaching you. She just followed it. She didn't go invent things. People who follow the system get results. This is one of my clients. She's a photographer. And she was in a business funk. She was undervaluing herself. She wasn't marketing herself. She was really stuck. She had consistent clients, but she really wanted to take her business to the next level, and she did it. We niched down, we got clear, we raised the prices, and she makes more money today after working 6 months on her system and following this approach. She's earning 5K months, 8K months consistently, dollars. Okay, so then we need to learn how to get clients. So all of this was just brand and marketing and attraction. So we attract people into our zone when we show up as experts. We create what we call in business traffic. We get eyes on us, which is what we need. We need to be visible. We need to get as many eyes as possible on our business. So what happens there? If you follow this little step-by-step, you have your offer, which is the core of your brand, which is what you want to be known for and the result that you're promising to your ideal client. You're going to pick one platform. Remember, it can be Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, whichever platform you prefer. And then you are going to attract people. The marketing brings people to traffic to your page. And now it's about nurturing and converting. So I'm going to be talking about nurture and convert. Okay. So I use Instagram. For me, it has been very, very profitable and very, very easy. I'm very familiar with it. It's my comfort zone. I love it. Okay. So I want you to think about one social media platform. My ideal clients love Instagram because my ideal clients are also a mirror of me. So if I love Instagram, my ideal clients love Instagram. Okay. So you show up, you create value, and you engage. You build friendships on DMs. So use the DM system on LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook. Everything is to connect, connect, connect. You then make them an offer for paid work. You're like, okay, sounds like you're the right person. Let's have a call. So when you're selling high ticket offers, especially if you're a professional service provider, and like I would even go further. I would go further to say like anything that you sell over $500 to $1,000, you want to be getting on the phone and having a consultation. Okay. And then on that consultation, you're going to close and take payment. So do not disclose pricing over DMs before you've got to nurture and get to know this client. So one of my clients was like, hi, I saw that you're like a yoga teacher. I'm interested in your yoga classes. What's the price? Typical inquiry will sound like that. And what the yoga teacher would do is like send a PDF. Never hear from the client again. So it's a ghosting. Okay, why does that happen? Why do clients lose interest when we tell them the price? Because we haven't had an opportunity to build a connection. We need to build connection first. Okay. So I told my client, like, stop doing that. Stop sending your prices on DMs. Stop selling your PDFs on WhatsApp groups. Stop. I want to say every person who has an inquiry, we're going to qualify them by DM and then we're going to take them to a call. And she started to close 90% of her inquiries. FYI. Okay. Because we need to build trust before we give people so first we engage and we give value, then we build trust. It's like, hi, nice to meet you. Tell me more about yourself. Why do you need to do yoga? What are you feeling? Oh, so nice. Where do you live? Ah, great. Oh, where are you from? Like, let's build trust. Let's find common ground and then sell to the person. Don't sell to someone who's totally cold because it doesn't work. This is the sales psychology cycle. The seven rules of persuasion. This has been also studied by all these PhD dudes. I'm just giving you the lowdown, the summary. So why do people buy? People buy because they want to reciprocate. So reciprocity is one of the first laws of sales. So what does that mean? It means that like people buy when they have received before they were given the sale. So an example of that will be when you go to a shop and as soon as you walk in, someone's like, would you like a glass of champagne? Would you like some water? Even like water, free water, you guys, peanuts, candy, whatever. People are so much more likely to buy when they've been given something in advance. They're like, oh my God, these guys gave me champagne and I didn't even buy anything. These guys are so cool. I'm going to feel like psychologically, I'm going to feel so much in the obligation to buy that those types of behaviors convert like crazy. So think about how you can add an element of giving before you receive to your company, because that will definitely convert more sales. People buy based on similarity. So you want to have a conversation. Hey, where are you from? Oh, great. I live there. Or like, oh, my cousin is from there, right? People want to buy with people that they see similarities together. This is really important to add this to your selling. Authority, like I said, expertise, authority. They buy from leaders. People buy things from people that they trust can get them the results. Popularity. So people like to buy from other people, what other people are buying already. So it's like the sheep thing. People like to follow what other people are doing. So telling people that other people are buying it, so showing that you have customers, you have paid clients, showing your client work is really, really important to get people to get to know you better. People buy based on scarcity. There's not enough. Hurry, FOMO, you're going to miss out on this. Urgency, get it done now. The offer is going away tomorrow. You need to add these elements to your sales process. They want to see brands that are consistent, and they want to see social proof. Social proof is testimonials that you are competent and that people like you. Full stop. So if you give value and you don't make the offer for the sale, there are no sales. You have to make offers. You have to actually tell people, hey, do you want to buy this? Okay, let me tell you a really cool story. I used to sell houses in London. I sold houses in London for 2 years. Okay, that was my first job out of college. I used to sell expensive shit in London, like, little apartments this big for millions of dollars to foreigners. And I remember being like, the first month I worked there, I didn't sell a single house. And I did so many viewings. And my manager was like, Alexa, why are you not getting sales done? And I was like, well, I don't know. These people aren't buying. And my manager was a very experienced salesperson. He was like, did you tell them to put an offer on the property? I was like, no, that's really weird and salesy and creepy. And I don't want to do that because that's really desperate of me. And then he was like, well, if you don't tell people to buy it, they're not going to put an offer. So he's like, from tomorrow onwards, I want you to tell every single person that you meet, do you want to buy this house? Yes or no? I was like, okay, that's really weird and really creepy, but I guess I need to do that. Otherwise, I'm going to make no money. I was on like 100% commission. So the next day, I start to go out and I hold myself and I'm like, do you want to put an offer on this house? And then I was like, yeah, sure. I'll offer $1 million on the house. And I was like, oh, great. Okay. I got my first offer. Yay. And that's how I started to learn how to sell houses, because I started to actually tell people, I think you should buy this house. I think it's a really good house for you. I think you should buy it right now. And literally, I became the top salesperson in that company in London within a few months, maybe like 3 to 6 months. Insane. So you need to get clients. You need to put yourself out there, tell your story, add some value, make the offer, do that consistently for a year, and you will be reaching big financial goals. The problem is no one wants to get the rejection. No one wants to get the no, right? And so what we do is we avoid putting the offer because like, oh, what if he says no? Right? We need to go for the no. I want you to move towards the no's. I want you to get a ton of no's. I want you to learn how to feel the experience of, sorry, it's too expensive. I don't want to work with you. I don't want to buy from you. Get the no, because it builds resilience and it builds thick skin. And you're basically going to be like, oh, I'm not going to die. The more offers you put out there, the more no's you're going to get and the more yeses you're going to get. There's no way to get the yes without the no. I have proof of this. A client of mine just did a launch, what we call, she sold her digital course and she made $16,000 in like 3 weeks. And she made 11 sales. And out of the 11 sales, 30 people rejected her and said no. So she made 40 sales calls and 30 people said no, and she got 10 yeses. If she had stopped selling when people started to disappear and say no to her, she would not have hit her goal. So she was resilient and persistent, and that's what gets results, you guys. Because selling is not something you do to someone. It's not a bad thing to sell. It's a great thing to sell. It's something you do for someone. It's your duty to sell. Okay? One of my most introverted clients, Nada. Okay, so she had fear of self-promotion, culturally speaking. It wasn't really what women were doing in her culture, in her country. But with a lot of resilience and a lot of like determination, she built a business to 10,000 followers on Instagram. Today, you will see her doing all of the videos herself. She's done hundreds and thousands of sales, and she secured an investor because she was visible. Okay, so if you take away one thing today, is that I want you to know that you don't have to spend years undervaluing yourself and comparing yourself and charging little and struggling. Really, you don't. Okay, you can make your first 100K and way more starting today. And so the big question is now, can you apply this framework to your own business and start creating sales and momentum now, today, right? So are you ready to go from this, like, I don't know what I'm doing, I am not ready for big clients, underestimating yourself, overworking to please people and undercharging, to a very visionary entrepreneur who's ready to set big goals and do whatever it takes to get there, right? Is it time for you to say bye to imposter syndrome and start getting clear on your value, your pricing, and your marketing, right? That's all it takes. And is it time? It's time for you to start positioning yourself as an expert and start signing clients consistently. That is all we need to do to get to 100K and beyond. So I want to make you guys an invitation. Nairobi Garage, students, clients, is to join me in this journey to the first $100,000, which is my program. It's a business and marketing course and membership where basically we take all this that I taught you today and we take it to the next level. And we implement it specifically and strategically to your offer, your business, your market, and we figure it all out. So I have enrollment open, okay? And you can join right now. And it looks like this. We have the first 100K game plan, and it's completely individualized to your business because you get my eyes on your business, which is so exciting. This is what I do for a living. I guarantee you the results. So what happens when you join? What is the program like? It's a proven method that helps you attract dream clients to your business and build a brand that will take you to 100K and beyond, bring consistent sales, and get your diary busy. Sales to 100K, right? What does it look like? We have 3 parts to the program of modules and workbooks and videos, and we get 2 live coaching calls per month with me. I don't delegate this to anybody else. It's just me coaching you. We coach every other Tuesday night at 8 p.m. East Africa time. So if you have kids and stuff, they should be in bed by now, and you have an hour of coaching with me. And you get my eyes on your business. And every Monday, my clients get to send me an email, ask Alexa anything. And I will literally coach your business and align your business to success. So this is what it looks like. We have a community of women. We have about 12 people in the program right now, which is so exciting, from all over the world, which is also super exciting. US, we have Dubai, we have Abu Dhabi, we have Nairobi, we have UK, super, super fun. And just today, for the Nairobi Heritage students, I'm giving a very, very special offer on this call, which is to join the program. Instead of $1,500 of investment for lifetime access to the course, lifetime access to me as long as I am alive and doing this, and your group calls, right? So any updates that the course received, anything digital, you get access to. You pay $999 today as a one-time payment or 4-month payment plan. So I want to make this really, really easy for you guys to say yes to. Okay, so it's all digital. I'm going to show you what it looks like at the back end. I use a technology called Kajabi to host my course, which is super fun. So the question for me isn't whether you will make your money back, because it's inevitable that you will. So my clients pay me $5,000, $10,000, or like $1,500 to join the program, and you're going to make $100,000. My goal for you is within the first 12 to 18 months when you're joining my coaching. Okay, so it's like, how many times can you make your investment back? You give me $999, I give you $100,000. It's a bargain. Okay. So how much is a sale for you? So if you think about your business, how many sales do you have to do if we crack on with selling to make your money back, to get this investment back? Because it's all about return on investment. This is business. The money we put in, we want clear ROI, okay? And so if you pay $249 today, how many clients, how many sales would it take to make that money back? This is how you need to be thinking when you invest in your business, okay? So this is what it looks like in the back end, which is Kajabi. You have your entire course uploaded here where you watch all of your videos. Everything is there with the modules, which will go deep into this, and you get a workbook that you can print out. Cool. So for me, this is kind of the end. I want to end gender inequality. Like, I think that taking money into the hands of more women will build a better world. Even Melinda Gates said that. I put that in a quote yesterday. Okay. And so I want to help more women become 6-figure earners. I think we deserve it. I think we're ready. I think that the moment is now. So the question is, are you coming? Are you ready for this challenge? And then these are just some comments and WhatsApp messages that I receive from my clients constantly that are celebrating with me their wins. Does this come easy? Does this come in day one? Is this no, this comes from a lot of dedication and hard work. So you have to be that type of person. But here we go. Like, things like my biggest month, $15,000 so far, $19,000, 90,000 pounds that month. I officially reached 100K. I got a message like this from one of my clients. I woke up to another confirmation, like things just happening for people, right, that are doing this level of work. Are there other business coaches? 100%, right? But I don't think there's a program that is as focused and as dedicated as this one. So that's my invitation to you. Shall we open for some Q&A? I'm ready for Q&A, you guys.
Thank you. That was so engaging and informative. Feel free to drop your questions in the question section. I think we already have questions.
Great. So I'm going to open my chat
so
that I can get questions. We have one. Okay. If I already started and my model is clearly not working, how do I salvage my business? That is such a good question. We start with a winning offer. We go back to the drawing board and we're going to design your winning offer. This is what happened to me in my Pilates studio. Remember, I had a losing offer and I had to invent myself in my own business. And so where we go is we get to the rule of one in your business, which is so important. Is to the reason it's not working is because you're probably throwing too many options to too many people. We want to focus on one ideal client, one target market, one transformation, one problem, one pricing point, sell it at a higher ticket, and develop a very good quality offer. So that is the answer to this. If your business is already running great, keep it running, and let's go to the drawing board and create this irresistible winning offer to really take off, almost like on a tangent within the existing business. Because we can't shut down operations. I couldn't close my Pilates studio, the one I had left, the one that wasn't in the graveyard. I had to take that and look at it, and I was like, okay, this revenue stream is coming in. It's not the best, but let me create a new revenue stream to make $100,000 from a completely new offer. And that was the winning offer. And that's where I got it right. So that is my recommendation. Any other questions? Thank you, Alexa. The session was quite informative. A quick one though, if you haven't had a chance to start your journey over, what would you have done differently? I would have been very, very narrow from the beginning. So very, exactly what I said, at the top of the pyramid, I would have created a very exclusive high ticket offer. So for example, my first business, I didn't do this wrong in my coaching business because I knew what I was doing by now, but at the top of the pyramid, if I was to start my Pilates studio again, which was my failed business, I wouldn't have done Pilates for everyone and everything. I would have been very high end, very boutique, and I wouldn't have sold classes for 10 classes for $100 or memberships at $99. I would have sold transformational Pilates, which would be anything from best body 8 weeks. So everyone who signs in would sign in for an 8-week transformation at a very high end, very exclusive, very premium. And I would work on these kind of launches of launching these really high ticket offers to the audience that has a very specific end goal in mind, rather than commoditizing my business and doing what everybody else was doing, which basically meant everyone was just looking for the cheapest deal. So follow the pyramid model, high ticket offers, very low customer base, higher pricing. And once you've built the profits, you expand lower into the pyramid in year 2 and year 3, which is what I did when I started selling coaching. I didn't get myself into the rabbit hole of pricing myself low because I already had the mindset that I wanted to build a multiple six-figure, multiple million-dollar business. And this was only like 3 years ago that I started online coaching. And so I just went high ticket from day one. And I learned how to do the marketing to sell that, rather than thinking I needed to work my way up from being a newbie coach. I already knew that it's not a external shift, it's an internal shift. So I just decided I'm going to figure this out. I'm going to figure out how to sell high ticket offers. And then now I'm expanding to lower ticket offers, which is like $999, because now I have the profits and I have the operations to be able to support this expansion in my business. So that is my advice. Lillian, nice, great question. Anybody else have questions? I saw the poll. Did people reply to the poll of like, are you ready to turn your business to make your first 100K? I don't know if people engaged with that or not.
They did. Everyone said yes, definitely. So
yes, amazing.
Yeah.
Well, this was such a great call. And if you guys have any other questions, Nairobi Garage have any questions, let me know.
No, I think this was really, really good. I kept flipping my notepads because of the notes that I had to take. But from my take home, the one thing that stood out for me is, even as we go into this project and adopting this project, there's a lot of self-work that needs to go in, where you change your mindset completely. So we're agreeing that even if you're starting out, you're not a newbie, and we're definitely going in as go-getters. So saying the affirmations and believing that this could work, changing your dynamics and your methods, adopting selling transformation, and not just conforming to what is in the market. So there's a lot to take home. I know there's questions regarding, will we share the recording? Yes, we will share the link to everyone who attended and logged in today, you get a second chance to listen in. You can have this as a reminder every time when you feel like you're hitting a slump, and we really appreciate. So
Yeah, and just a side note, find me on IG. So I'm really big on Instagram, and my handle is just my name. I will probably put that in the email as well, because if you follow me there, you can ask me any questions specific to your business as well on DMs, because I am such a business geek. It's like my thing. I love getting my hands onto other people's businesses and really finding the right strategies and showing you what's possible. So please come find me on Instagram, and you will receive a follow-up email as well with the recording and how to make the purchase of the course if you guys do decide to join as well. So
That's
detail. I found it. Okay.
Yeah. So as Alexa mentioned, that she's been so gracious enough to just extend like an offer to everyone who attended this session. We'll keep it running for a week. I have already shared the link on how you can sign up for it. So instead of 1,500 USD, it's going for 999 USD. So that's fantastic. So I would encourage you to go ahead and sign up. For everyone who said you love her energy, you love how consistent and detailed she is, imagine how her class would be. So go ahead and sign up. The link is in the chat. If you have any questions that you would want to do follow-up, we'll also share her social media pages. But once again, we appreciate you taking the time. Stay tuned for more of our workshops, whether hosted by the current branch or any of our branches. I will link up our socials so you can follow up so that you don't miss out on any of this kind of sessions. So thank you.
Thank you very much, everybody who came. I'm so grateful. And thank you, everybody from Nairobi Garage, for having me today. I am like sweating in this room, but I'm so excited for entrepreneurs making money. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, guys. Have a lovely day. Bye.